Hi Capricorn, welcome to your mid-March 2019 horoscope and tarot reading. So Capricorn, this is going to be some super moon for you. It's occurring in the sign of Libra within the first degree. For you guys, this is going to highlight, illuminate, and transform your career. The thing about the Libra energy, Capricorn, is that for you, this is the 10th house. And as a 10th house sign, you are very, very in command of this energy. It is an energy that you feel comfortable with. When it comes to career, Capricorn are some of the most driven people there are. They like to progress. They like to rise. A Capricorn without a clear goal is commonly the most unhappy form of Capricorn. Some goal in mind is what keeps Capricorn focused. And this full moon, supermoon, is the first of two full moons in the sign of Libra, though the second is occurring in the latter degree. What this means is that in terms of contracts that arise with work or big conversations that arise in your career, it may not be time to sign on the dotted line. The reason for this is because Mercury, the planet of communications that rules all these things, is still going to be in retrograde when this full moon rolls around. It's going to be retrograding right up until the 28th of March. Second full moon, Mercury is not in retrograde. All systems go. So what I'm saying here is a lot of information may come around on this full moon that you still have to process right up until the next one. You may be coming across a lot more alpha in the workplace, Capricorn. You're taking less shit. You're not as impressed by other people's achievements. You're not willing to take second place to somebody, particularly if they don't deserve it. This film is going to be very illuminating. Watch your tongue. Do watch what you say to the people that you work with. If something has been building for a while, vent to your partner, vent to your family, vent to anybody that's not in the workplace. Mercury retrograding in Pisces, Capricorn may find that loose lips sink ships, and what you say to somebody might go back to them quite quickly. Okay? So that's something to be aware of. What's also happening as the sun moves into Aries, your domestic sector. This will be the first time that we've had this aspect. Uranus has of course been there since 2011, and it's just recently shifted into Taurus, which is your romantic sector. It's also your sector of children. If you are a Capricorn born in December, that energy is probably affecting you right away. Okay, so Aries season for you is going to be very much bringing focus to domestic relationships, or relationships in your home, your roommates. There could be some unexpected disruption there. There's a need for self-care and a little bit of a need for introspection. You may feel a little bit like you're nesting. You may feel a little bit like you just want to home up at home, have people over rather than go out all the time. Not necessarily going to be the life and soul of the party. That's Taurus season. You may find that you're working so hard that whenever you come home, you just want to be on your own, is what I'm sort of seeing for Capricorn people. Don't be surprised if your roommates, if your family, anybody that you live with, domestic situations, people are leaning on you more, Capricorn, in those areas, and you may feel like that's where a lot of your energy is going. If you live with people, particularly air signs, there may be some form of dispute or gossip. When the Page of Swords came up, as I said, loose lips sink ships. If you do feel like somebody in the workplace isn't pulling their weight, refrain. Okay? Mars is going to be in sweet aspect with Pluto. Pluto being in your sign, Mars being in your romantic sector. Around the 20th, romance may get enhanced. If you're dealing with an air sign, do be careful that you do not engage in silly disputes. Similarly, if you're dealing with an air sign in the workplace, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, be mindful that they may have a tendency to take what you say and repeat it voluntarily. So just be careful about that. As I said, Mercury is in retrograde. You don't always know where you stand with people. Particularly Geminis have looser lips than usual. That's saying something when Mercury is retrograding, and it's in Pisces, so it's in your communication sector. You may not come across quite right, but alas, you have an opportunity to put that right, even if it goes wrong. If you're dealing with a brand new air sign partner, there are a lot of sparks, a lot of interesting conversations, but I'm sensing a lot of this is work related. There is a new opportunity coming up with the full moons, plural, in the sign of Libra. Wow, that is 3 aces in a row. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Now, we do have the 3 of Swords. We have the High Priestess. We have the 7 of Wands. And we also have the 9 of Cups. Okay. Let's see what's underneath. No way. Ace of Cups. 4 aces in a reading. That's sensational. I told you this was a big supermoon. That's fascinating. Offers, 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 offers. In every arena. That's pretty impressive. But as I say, it's a pretty big day. March 20th. It is actually aspecting a lot of different points in your chart. So, there's a tremendous change in energy. I just can't get over that. I don't think I've seen that happen. There's some, yeah, do you know what this is? This is huge. There is a wish fulfillment energy about this. 9 of Cups. There's going to be something really tremendous the end of March. Something is coming. And what's interesting is that there is something in your psyche, something lingering in there that gets used to your advantage. Why is that? Because Jupiter is in your 12th house. And Jupiter is in Pisces season not that well aspected because Pisces and Sagittarius square. So as we move into Aries season, Jupiter's going to have a completely different perspective. It's going to want to win. It's going to want to take things in an adventurous level. It's going to want to pursue its dreams. In Pisces season, it doesn't know how. But you know how. You have an idea. You get an opportunity. In fact, you probably get more than one Capricorn. 4 aces. That is insane. And to finish with the 9 of Cups, something really amazing is occurring for you. For a lot of you, it's writing. For a lot of you, it is financial. Others of you, it's creative. The whole world is a stage, but you're happy about it. You could not look as smug as this guy if you tried. Ace of Cups. Something beautiful and transformative, an emotional offer, an extension of friendship, an extension of love. Your cup runneth over with love and feeling. For a lot of you, it's to do with family. It's to do with the home. Some of you are finding happiness with roommates, with family, people you live with. As I say, Aries is that 4th house energy. You're happy to be at home and nesting in that way. You're finding fulfillment in all areas to the point you don't actually have to leave the house. 10 of Pentacles underneath that. Financial, family energy is very heightened here. Better times with the family, particularly if you're dealing with a relationship with the mother that gives you great concern, or a relationship with a Pisces person that has long hurt you. There is healing with the High Priestess and the 3 of Swords. You're finally looking to a subconscious pain, nothing new. Something that has lingered within your psyche, and you're ready to fight it. You're ready to go up against your greatest fear, your greatest put down, your greatest enemy, Capricorn. If you are having trouble with an air sign, be it a Libra, be it a Gemini, be it an Aquarius, you needn't bother worrying, because the 4 aces are with you. There's all these offers coming in. There's people wanting in to help. There's people giving you opinions. You finally get your voice back. Mercury goes direct on the 28th. And the next full moon in Libra is going to be very, very significant, because you're going to know exactly where you stand. The thing about the 9 of Cups means that you're not done yet. It means you have a goal. It means that you see something that you really like. Could be romantic. It could be that you've found somebody and it's got all these different amazing things going on. Like, it could be a new romantic partner for many of you. But it's almost like the High Priestess and the Three of Swords to me is just sort of, it's as though there's this deeper intuitive feeling that although all this stuff starts happening, it's kind of like you look around and think everything's going really well at this point. What's wrong? It's like you don't trust it. And the reason for that is it's because there's something inside you that is stopping you reaching maximum capacity. And it's from a heartbreak. So for a lot of you, it links back to a Pisces person. And for others of you, it does link back to an air sign. But there is a 3 of Swords within you that needs to be considered. The 3 of Swords can also represent communication problems. High Priestess with Pisces season, as I say, watch your words, because they're not quite coming out the way you want them to. And it's almost as though when you remain silent on something, when you decide that you're just going to do your own thing and give the person that's really, really irritating you enough rope to hang themselves, it's almost as if as soon as that happens, you get what you want. If you just keep yourself to yourself, you let them do what they're doing, you just let it slide, that's when all these amazing opportunities start happening. That's when you get a career opportunity, a financial opportunity. You get what you wanted, is the way I see it. And in some levels, you know that's going to happen. As we go into Aries season, it's a time when the sun squares off with your own. And people can very commonly associate squares as being these negative things. But if you look around you in your life, you'll probably see a lot of successful couples where their sun is squared. So if you're a Capricorn, you'd be square Libra, you'd be square Aries, you'd be opposite Cancer. But Aries and Libra are your squared energies. And it's funny because a lot of Capricorns find compatibility in difference. You know, different people. They go for very different people. And a lot of the signs in general, I notice, people oftentimes find happiness with someone who is a square. So if you embrace this Aries season, you don't have to go all out into the world and party all the time, but there is something to celebrate in this. And it's leading into April. There's a bit of a pain comes up before then, though, with this High Priestess and the 3 of Swords. Somebody else is getting to you, and somebody is really harming your psyche. It's like an energy vampire type energy where someone's really hurting you. And you have to consider why. Because for a lot of you, it's somebody that doesn't really matter. Page of Swords are kind of people that run their mouth a lot. And they look a lot more powerful than they are. You know, you see the sword and you see the weapon and you think, as a Pentacles person, how do I go up against that? But Pentacles are security. The Page of Swords is insecurity. Consider that when you're going up against somebody whose weapon is actually not as powerful as you are. Watch your words, because you could destroy them a lot easier than you think. And they might be playing a very, very, very big game with you. But they're very fragile. They're not worth going up against, because you'll look bad for it. Okay? Because if you're the person that has 4 aces in a game, there's no point you attacking the other person when everyone knows you've that 4 aces. The other person clearly doesn't. They only have the sword. So if you want to go up against that person and you build them up in your head to matter so much more than they do, you'll look worse for it. If you accept that you have all these aces and you're okay with it, it won't matter. Because there's a wish coming in. There's a really strong wish coming in. 9 of Cups always means you get your way on something. And with 4 aces, it enhances the possibilities. It's not limited. There's nothing limited about 4 aces. Let's see what else we have. Ooh. Start delegating. Medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. Ask others to help instead of trying to do everything by yourself. See, people are going to annoy you a little bit in the workplace. That much is true. Maeve. Cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. So, back to what we mentioned about the 4th house energy. Self-care. There's somebody around you draining your energy and you need a bit of space. They're not someone who is doing this from a place of they're not coming from a place of true desire to hurt you, Capricorn. What this actually is that somebody is just a little bit less emotionally developed and they react in ways that are almost like school. But you need to look after your body because for some reason, the way I see this Page of Swords and the 3 of Swords here as well, and the High Priestess, is like an energy vampire. Someone's like sucking the life out of you and you're letting their opinion and their words matter too much. You need to honor yourself. You need to look after your energy. If your energy goes down around a person, be very, very wary that is your body telling you this person's not for you. You know, don't seek that person's approval. It's weird, but it's there. It's somebody in your life is going to rub you up the wrong way. And I don't want you to over exaggerate in your head their importance. Because as I say, if you lose your cool around this super moon in Libra, if you lose your cool around that, you'll end up looking like a bully. So just bear that in mind. You can delegate. That's what Green Tara is saying. You know? Green Tara is all about asking for help before you reach that maximum capacity, before you blow up. You know, asking somebody to help you with something is important this month. Whatever it is, be it in the family home, be it in work. It's an interesting one, but listen, something amazing's happening for you. Keep your eyes and your ears open and acknowledge the possibilities when they arise. Don't ignore it just because of this little person. They don't have that much sway. They don't have that much power. So I love you guys very much and I'll see you in April. Bye.